I'm going to break this story down into two parts. The most memorable trip I've ever taken was a few years ago when Eddie Faye and I drove along Route 66 from Chicago to Santa Fe. Eddie and I grew up about a mile outside of Wycliffe, population around 900 at that time. He was raised by his grandparents, Hub and Myrtle Copeland, two of the finest people who ever lived. Eddie spent a lot of time visiting with my family because we were just about the only kids in the area. Eddie was like another brother. Today, he's an attorney in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Eddie called one day and said we should take some time off, rent a Corvette, and drive along as much of the old Route 66 as we could find. Good idea, just like the guys in that old TV series. No sports cars were available at the car rental, so we wound up in a Mercury Grand Marquis. Not quite the same cool car we wanted, but after a few days on the road, we were happy that we had the bigger, more comfortable auto. We joked, laughed, reminisced, and had terrific opportunities to talk with people along the way. I believe we were spending this particular night in Joplin, Missouri. We went for dinner to a large barbecue place there. The receptionist just inside the door was a buxom, beautiful young woman showing an adequate view of her cleavage. "How many in your party?" she asked. "Just the two of us," we answered. "We couldn't find anyone to have dinner with us." "Oh, I can't believe that. Not for a couple of studs like you," she said, clearly recognizing our studliness, which we had not even been aware of before she brought it to our attention. If nothing else notable had happened on that entire trip, we would have been floating above ground the rest of the way anyway, after having been acknowledged as a couple of studs by such an attractive woman. We left a good tip.